Hi guys, and welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. We're on episode 26 of the season now, and, well, here we go. Part 3 of the Mirror of Erised side quest. We're here to see Professor Sprout, and well, shut my gob, there's the mirror. Surely, it hasn't been just that simple to find it. Yes, no, that's for you to decide. I can't make that decision for you, Penny. Only you can choose if you want to look in the mirror yourself. I appreciate that, Semajical. And I do prefer to follow the rules. Professor Dumbledore seemed to really want the mirror back right away. He must have good reasons, and I wouldn't want to look without his permission. What are you students doing in here before class? Professor Sprout, we were looking for you. We heard you've been gone all day. Yes, I left early for a trip to Hogsmeade, where I was retrieving supplies. I only just returned. But Professor, why do you have the Mirror of Erised? I'm not sure that's any of your business. Actually, it's quite important, Professor. Will you please explain how it came to be in here? Or came to be here? It would mean a lot to us, and to Professor Dumbledore. Very well. I'll tell you why I brought the Mirror of Erised to my classroom. Really? You're just going to tell us? Okay. This won't be the final time I'll do anything for this story arc, well, for this side quest, because it'd be the last thing for this episode. Or the penultimate thing for this episode, should I say. There's only 5 stars to pass this. But it can't be just as simple as us finding the Mirror of Erised now and returning it to Professor Dumbledore, surely. Because the time left on the actual side quest is 13 hours. So we'll be back after this break, guys. Don't go away. Welcome back, guys. This may be cutting it too soon, but am I trying to bribe a teacher? I certainly hope not. We are going to take another short break, and I'll be back right after this. And we is back again, guys. Although I did just say is. But are you going to shoot me with Avada Kedavra? No, you're not. Perhaps I should have talked to Professor Dumbledore before I moved the mirror. I certainly didn't expect it to cause such a stir. And we don't mean to bother you about it. We were just trying to find the mirror before some of our friends. Friends. Right, Marula. I wouldn't understand that sentiment, even if she offered me a packet of biscuits, but... You said you were quite eager to find it. You said you were quite eager to find it, but I still don't understand why, Professor Sprout. I think it best we should hold that story for Professor Dumbledore. If he's concerned about what happened to the mirror, we should see him right away. That sounds like a good idea. Let's go see Dumbledore to tell him we've found the missing mirror of Erised. That's the end of part 1. But there's not enough time to complete this thing now. There you are, Mr. Baratical. I came to see you. I came as soon as you sent word, Professor Dumbledore. Hello again, Professor Sprout. I believe Pomona was just about to explain how she came into possession of the missing mirror of Erised. Of course, Albus. Let me tell you everything. And you should listen quite closely as well, Mr. Baratical. As I expect Professor Sprout's explanation may shed light on why I was concerned when the mirror went missing. I'm eager to hear the tale myself, Professor Sprout, so please tell us your story. Right, it's a 3-star job, this. I'm not quite so sure if... Right, okay guys. Hang in there. I think I might just get this done. Well, I should have stopped when I was going to. Because now we find ourselves needing another break. So I'll see you after this. Hey guys, welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. We're on episode 27 of the season now. And we're now up to, yes, chapter 6 of Year 5. And it's about the ghosts of Hogwarts. So let's go and meet the Fat Friar. I can't believe you've never met the Hufflepuff ghost, Hufflepuff house ghost, the Fat Friar. He's never around. The castle is massive, especially since I'm a Hufflepuff. I know. I can't tell how many times I've just missed him in the Hufflepuff common room. He's faster than he looks. Hopefully, he knows something that can help us find the next vault and save our siblings. He talks to everyone, from the teachers to the other house ghosts, so he always knows what's happening at Hogwarts. I go to see the Fat Friar whenever I have an especially difficult problem, and he's always happy to help. Oh, Penny Haywood! One of my favourite Hufflepuffs. I trust you've been helping your classmate to be as kind, joyful and generous as yourself. I usually try, Fat Friar, but it's been hard with what's happened to my sister. Ah, poor Beatrice, filled with such energy and enthusiasm. I have no doubt that she is strong enough to persevere until we find a way to help. You only need to have faith, Penny. I hope you're right. I want you to meet Semajical. His sibling's in trouble too. Hi, I'm Semajical Baratical. Oh, I know who you are, Semajical. I know every Hufflepuff in Hogwarts by name, face, or spirit. You and your exploits are a regular topic of conversation among the elf ghosts. Do you know anything about the Marauders map? Or a friend of Peeves who hated my brother? Nothing comes to mind immediately. Oh. Don't despair, Semajical. Like you and Penny, the Fat Friar does not give up easily. Let's discuss everything in greater detail. I'm sure I'll be able to help. Okay, so that's that done. I wish I could provide you with more answers. I'm confident, however, that if you're searching for a Marauder's map, Nearly Headless Nick can be of help. Nick is always helpful. Nick is really daft. Nick is really daft. Or Nick is a coward. Nearly Headless Nick is always helpful. He accompanied me on a search through the entire castle once. Indeed. I sometimes wonder if he wasn't put in Hufflepuff. Why even, sorry. I'm certain Nick has made mention of marauders before. Thank you for your help, Fat Friar. Think nothing of it, Semajical. I'm a Hufflepuff. That is what we do. Well, yes, actually. We Hufflepuff are very good at helping people. Okay. So, meet Nearly Headless Nick. What are you doing in my brother's room, Nick? Fat Friar told me that you're searching for the Marauder's map. I was contemplating the matter within earshot with the eldest Weasley when he said something quite fascinating. All I did was mention my brother. Which reminded me of Semagical's brother. Do you see where this is going, Semajical? I think so. Not really. Give me a hint. Not really. Neither do I. Neither did I. But just then, the middle Weasley said something which spurred my recollective machinations. There's 6 of us, so I'm less in the middle than I am second oldest. Young Charles mentioned a dragon, which reminded me that Semagical's brother believed there was a dragon somewhere in this castle. Is there? That's such a Charlie thing to do. Only Semagical's brother knows, because only he had a map that revealed the entirety of Hogwarts. The Marauder's map! But how does Percy play into all of this? I'm fairly certain he just followed us here. The better question is, why did he have to bring that rat? Scabbers is part of the family. Actually, no, he isn't. He's Peter Pettigrew in disguise. Whoops. I shouldn't have said that. Okay. So is the ghoul in the attic, but I don't bring him with me everywhere I go. Enough of your quibbling, Weasleys. Proud Gryffindors such as ourselves must rise above such pettiness. No offence, Sir Magical. Being a Hufflepuff is also nice. So you think the Marauder's map is somewhere in this room? I can't say for certain, but I do believe your brother was in possession of the map at one time. I doubt anyone could find anything in here with it being so dark and dirty. Lumos! It looks even filthier in the light, says the bloke who brought a rat. I bathe him every morning. Let's just search for the Marauder's map. We might find a dragon. I doubt it very much, Charlie, but whatever you say. Okay, this is only a 1-star job, so let's see if we can do it all in one sitting. And I think we've done it. And guys, this is where we take a break. And I ask you to join me after this. Welcome back, guys. Interesting. Is it the map? No, it's a letter in my brother's handwriting. It talks about him bringing a map to Olivia Green. Never heard of her. She was a student in your brother's year. I remember her for her exemplary bravery. She was a Gryffindor? You would think so, but she was actually a Ravenclaw. You should pay a visit to the Grey Lady. Yes, I should, shouldn't I? So here we go. Excuse me, Madame Grey Lady. She won't talk to you, Semajical. Some people think she can't talk at all. She talks to Ravenclaws sometimes. Getting her to speak to you for the first time can be very difficult. I can talk to her for you, but I've heard that she can get uncomfortable around Quidditch players. Why? I'm not sure. I've heard that maybe she thinks we're brutish. Well, I can talk to her, but it might not go well. I accidentally startled her once. She whispered something about the forest and floated through the wall. Well, I'm sure she'll talk to me, but I did upset her once. What did you say? She overheard me talking about a trick I pulled on my mum, and she just started sobbing. I don't understand.
Aww.
Neither do I. I tried to apologize, but it only made her cry more. Which one of us should talk to the Grey Lady for you? Well, I think Talbot. He understands solitude too, so hopefully he'll be able to relate to the Grey Lady. I'll try, Semajical. I don't want to take too much of your time, but You shouldn't be here! Where? Hogwarts? You aren't even going to answer me?
Oh.
I'll take that as a no. That did not go well. I found it entertaining. Sorry, Semajical. It's okay, Talbot. I'll try myself. There was a girl named Olivia Green. We think she might have been friends with my brother, Jacob Baratical. I remember her. You can ask me about her, but then you need to leave me alone. Oh, well that wasn't too hard. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Well, I think that'll be it for this episode then, guys. I'll ask you to join me for the next one very soon, but until then, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have us a magical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. We're on episode 28 of the season now, and we continue talking to the Hogwarts ghosts. So here we go. Olivia Green is gone, along with Jacob Baratical. You'll need to speak with their old friend. Their other friend, he's still here. Do you know his name? Duncan Ash. I've never heard of him. Where can I find him? Please, we need to find him to find my brother and save my friend's sister. Maybe to save all of Hogwarts. You'll have to see the bloody Baron. Oh dear. Okay, so now we have to go and meet the bloody Baron. Really? Come on. No. I'm not gonna suddenly change directions. The bloody Baron is sinister. You better let me do the talking. Because you're so good at getting along with people. Because, unlike you, I don't get rattled when things start to go bad. You're so ridiculous. Whoever talks to him needs to be careful. Even Peeves listens to the bloody Baron. How does he control Peeves? Probably because he's bloody scary. Get it? Ah, very funny, Barnaby. I thought of that one on the way here. Oh, I thought of that on the way here, and I've been waiting to say it for a really long time. It's a pun, I think. Ugh! You're like a walking, confusing concoction. It was a good joke, Barnaby. I like jokes with blood in them. I like jokes with blood in them. You want me to talk to the bloody Baron for you or not? You can talk to the bloody Baron for me. Not so brave when you're confronted with a blood-soaked ghost, are you, Baratical? Excuse me, Mr. Baron. What do you want? I wanted to ask you about a Slytherin student named Duncan Ashe. What about him? I need to talk to him. I heard he's somewhere in the castle, and was hoping you could tell me where. He's dead. Did you kill him? He took care of that himself. So he's a ghost too? Hard to have a conversation with a dead person who isn't. Do you know where I can find him? I can send you straight to see him if you like. No, please, Ask your questions so I can be rid of you. Jesus! You don't want to mess with this ghost. Okay. And he doesn't like people talking to him either. So I guess he's not the type to advise students in his house then. So that's it for part 1 of this episode, guys. Check back for part 2. And we're back again, guys. So Duncan Ashe is friends with Peeves, but he doesn't like to be seen. I should probably try searching the rooms people don't use much. The artifact room, my brother's room, Filch's office, the prefect's bathroom. Which one should I start with, Bloody Baron? I understand, but it would be really helpful if... Prefect's bathroom it is. You were so scared, Baratical. Shut up, Marula. That was a bloody good time meeting the bloody Baron. Get it? It's the same joke I told before. Yeah, but the more you hear a joke, the less funny it is, you see. So... Meet Duncan Ashe. Thank you for helping me look for Duncan Ash. And thanks for sneaking me into the prefect's bathroom. This place is amazing. I'll give you the tour, but I'd rather get out of here as fast as possible. This room is only supposed to be for prefects and Quidditch captains. I think I want to find this ghost even more than you do, Semajical. I can't stop thinking about what Nick said about your brother and his friends believing there's a dragon in the castle. I just hope Duncan knows where to find the Marauder's map. Even though I'm afraid to find out why he hates my brother. Let's have a look around. If this ghost doesn't like to be seen, it could take a while to find him. Yes, it could. And there must be a reason why he doesn't like to be seen. Okie dokie. Well, I'm thinking that right now it's time for another break. So, stay tuned, guys. Hey, guys, welcome back. There's no sign of him. Maybe we should try another room. Maybe he's just afraid of being found. I'm not afraid of anything. Least of all you three. Duncan Ash? Who's asking? Semajical Baratical. Like Jacob Baratical? Yes, he's my brother. I should kill you! Hold on! If Jacob stayed at Hogwarts, I would have found a way to kill him. Instead, he disappeared like the coward he is. My brother may be a lot of things, but he isn't a coward. I was friends with Jacob Baratical from the day I got sorted until the day I died. He's a coward, and a liar, and a thief, and a thug. He's arrogant, impatient, impulsive, insecure. Stop it! Leave me alone. Your brother already ruined my life. You don't get to ruin my afterlife. Tell me what happened. I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. What did Jacob do to ruin your life? You're just like him, aren't you? Always pushing. I don't understand. Just tell me what happened between you two. Even I don't know the whole story. I missed a lot of it while I was dying. You'll have to work it out for yourself. You might find that your brother isn't who you think he is. Don't feel bad. He fooled me too. I never got to ask him about the dragon. I have to find out what happened between him and my brother. Hopefully I can make it right. Besides, it's my only chance to get my hands on the Marauder's map. Wow, it's deeper than I thought. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. So if you enjoyed, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching and have a Semajical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. We're on episode 29 of the season now. And it is now time to get on to chapter 7 of the year. The life and death of Duncan Ash. So let's talk to Hagrid about him. Semajical, come join the fun. I didn't expect to see Sickleworth. And Newt. Eep, eep. It's a proper creature party. Don't be jealous, Fang. Dogs are welcome too. Why are these creatures here? Do you remember Duncan Ash? Or have you heard of the Marauder's map? Do you remember a student named Duncan Ash? I do. He was a friend of your brother's. A shame what happened. He died far too young. Do you know how? I feel like he blames his death on my brother. Not exactly, but I'll tell you what I know. Duncan Ash was a mischief maker. He put even Tulip to okay. Well, if they were both looking for brooms after theirs were broken, I suppose I can see what Madam Hooch knows. Thanks for your help, Hagrid. You're welcome, Semajical. See you later, Sickleworth. You too, Newt. Eep. Bye, Fang. Grrr. What are you mad at me for? I saved you from Devil's Snare. Don't mind him, Semajical. He's just upset you're leaving. Woof. Just a big baby, this one. Talk to Madam Hooch. Okay. Well, there's not a lot. We can do right now, except take a break. I'll see you after this, guys. And it's now time to continue this chapter's story by talking to Madam Hooch. Here we go. Hi, Madam Hooch. Can you tell me what you remember about Duncan Ash? That depends, Mr. Baratical. Did you fly a broom into the Forbidden Forest last year? I wouldn't fly into the forest. That's against the rules. Didn't the headmaster catch you doing that very thing? He caught me coming out of the Forbidden Forest, but no one caught me flying in. Because I didn't fly in. Because that would be against the rules. See me after class, Mr. Baratical. Oh dear. Madam Hooch is knowing more than she's letting on. Or maybe she can see through a lie. And this is where we take another break, guys. I'll see you after this. Welcome back, guys. You wanted to see me, Madam Hooch? Your unwillingness to fly into the forest due to your heartfelt respect for the rules is admirable. My sincere admiration will be the only reward you receive. Can you tell me what you remember about Duncan Ash? Mr. Ash was an excellent flyer, absolutely fearless. Some might say too fearless, not to mention too ambitious. He came to me looking for a new broom after his had been destroyed. Destroyed? Charred and shattered to smithereens. He claimed not to know how it happened. What do you think happened? I can't be certain, but he and your brother were known to frequent Zonko's joke shop. I wouldn't be surprised if one of their ridiculously dangerous products were the cause of the damage. So now I've got to go and talk to Bilton Bilms. Okay, here we go. Into Hogsmeade I go. Ah, the most mischievous trio in the wizarding world has returned to Zonko's Joke Shop. I actually came here to ask you a few questions. Ah, you see, I've always known you were well on your way to becoming a true master of mirthful disaster. I just wanted to ask you about a former Hogwarts student named Duncan Ashe. I think he used to shop here. He did indeed, always requesting the strangest things. I'll explain further after assisting this customer, who has been patiently waiting for a state-of-the-art biting doorknob. Some people believe fingers are overrated. Ah! No! Triple ah! Why are there fanged frisbees just hovering like that? They do this sometimes. If you value your cranium, I suggest you keep completely still. I'll try to find the right time to blast these things. Be careful. Destroying them in the proper order is paramount to preserving your noggin. Okay. Okay, guys, I think that'll be it for this episode. I'll ask you to join me for the next one soon. But until then, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a magical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Gaming for Hogwarts Mystery Year 5. If you've been keeping count, we're now on episode 30 of the season. So let's get back to it, shall we? You did it! Can I have my bite-in doorknob now, or...? I'm far too emotional to be productive. Off with you, good sir! Off, off! There was something you wanted to ask? How long have you worked here? Will you tell me about Duncan? How are you still alive? Will you tell me about Duncan Ash now? Of course. It's the least I can do in return for keeping my head attached to my neck. Duncan Ash was a talented mischief maker with an unmistakable mean streak. He was also quite brilliant. He would buy items from the shop, deconstruct them, and put them back together in delightedly destructive ways. Oh, jeez. That sounds an awful lot like Sid Phillips from Toy Story. Yeah, I didn't mean to make that kind of reference there, but it was already spelled out for me. He was continually pushing the limits of everything. Jokes, potions, the very rules of Hogwarts. Do you know what happened between him and my brother? No one knows too, and his unfortunate fate, I can only assume it was something both fantastic and catastrophic. I suppose that only ones who know the whole story are Duncan and the headmaster and your brother. Yeah, that is true, of course. Meet Marula and Tulip. Oh, really? Not while I'm doing something already. Thank you for helping me. You two have spent more time in this room than anyone. I'm hoping you can help me find some clues to what happened between Duncan, Ash, and my brother. Are you and Marula friends now? We're becoming friends. We'll never be friends. We're working it out. We're starting to become friends. We've gotten closer after Rapick asked us to work together. Jealous, Tulip? No, I'm just surprised that Semajical Baratical is willing to trust you and forgive you after everything you've done. Marula has changed. She isn't nearly as horrible as she used to be. And it's not a very Hufflepuff thing to do to not be fair and give someone another chance. My best friend, Baratical, is such a sweet talker. Whoa, Marula! Let's start searching. I'm looking for anything that mentions a boy named Duncan Ash. Specifically, anything about what my brother had to do with his death. And one star to pass. It's a 3-hour thing, but we're not going to need that whole time. We only need 1 star. We can get that in next to no time. Here we go. I mean, come on, guys. The current episode count for Semajical Gaming as a whole at this point will be 345 plus 3 specials. Or, well, okay, at the time of recording this. We're just at the start of that overall episode I've just mentioned. But I don't know yet when these are going to start being actually released. But that's it for part 1 of this episode, guys. Stay tuned for part 2. Welcome back, guys. This is part 2 of the episode. Although it's looking like it's going to be shorter than part 1. So do not blame yourself, Jacob. Duncan Ash chose his path, and all paths end in the same place. All except ours. Despite what she told you, we could only accept one member regardless of what happened with the vaults. You were always the favourite, but this tragedy, along with Miss Green's fate, negates the need for further discussion. Continue your search, trust your instincts, and rid your mind of rats and centaurs. Remember, there are no friends on the path to enlightenment and immortality. There is only us, R. My brother was working with R? Who's Miss Green? Another friend of Duncan and my brother's. It sounds like they were all working together to find the vaults. For enlightenment and immortality, for R. To become a member of something. I'm mainly puzzled by the mention of rats and centaurs. That's actually the only part that halfway makes sense. I need to talk to Torvus. Okay. So meet Torvus in the Forbidden Forest. Thanks for meeting us, Torvus. My pleasure. You two are marginally better conversationalists than the trolls and redcaps. We found out there might be a dragon hiding somewhere in the castle. Congratulations! Thanks, Torvus. And I hope it doesn't burn you to death or swallow you whole as dragons are wont to do. Or wont to do. Thanks. Did your herd welcome you back after returning their arrowhead? They allow me to visit, but won't let me move back into the camp until I perform a series of tasks to earn their favor. I wouldn't know anything about that. I wanted to ask you what happened between my brother and Duncan Ash. Why don't you ask Duncan yourself? Because he's dead? What? He's a ghost. So that's really not the problem as much as the fact that he hates me. He must blame Jacob. How did you know? It's a long story. I'll start from the beginning. Well, that's normally the perfect place to start, authors. Okay. So, why they make these tasks so long to undertake when you only need 1 star to complete them? Is anyone's guess, but that's it for part 2, guys. Stay tuned for part 3. And we're back, guys, for part 3 of this episode. Now, so Jacob and Duncan were searching for the cursed vaults together. Jacob worked on entering the forest vault, while Duncan worked on an extra powerful Erumpan potion. Perhaps to prepare for whatever Jacob thought was guarding the next vault. And Duncan wanted them to stick together, but my brother wanted them to split up to move faster. I always thought your brother was particularly assertive and impatient, but perhaps he had a reason. Maybe someone else was pushing him. Duncan might feel like my brother tricked him and abandoned him, and that he'd still be alive if Jacob hadn't pushed him to make an already explosive potion even more powerful. I need to talk to Duncan, even if he'll even see me. Meet with Duncan Ash. I told you to go away! I talked to Torvis and found a letter written to my brother after you died. I know what happened. What do you think you know? You and Jacob were searching for the cursed vaults. You wanted to stick together, but Jacob was impatient and wanted to split up to move faster. He tried to enter the forest vault, while you tried to brew an especially explosive Erumpan potion. I'm assuming you died when that potion accidentally exploded, and you blame my brother. You think if he would have stayed by your side and not pushed you to brew it, you'd still be alive. I know it's too late to change anything now, but I'm sorry, Duncan. That was not the reaction I expected. I actually found it quite sad. My eyes got watery and everything. What's so funny? You don't notice how easy it is to manipulate someone's perception of the world until you're no longer part of it. You're saying it isn't true? Parts of it are true. You're saying Torvis lied. You're saying my brother isn't clever. You're saying you're in charge. Are you trying to tell me my brother isn't smart? Your brother is incredibly smart. He also made some incredibly stupid decisions. Let me explain. Why does this need to take 8 hours if you only need 1 star? Come on, game. Now, guys, the reference I made to 3 specials in the last scene recorded, probably at the time of this recording, would have had an extra added to it. Or by the time you're seeing this online anyway, there would be 4 specials out by then. Don't know why I keep mentioning stuff like this during current recordings, but just so you know where it currently stands. At the time of this recording, there are 3 specials out, but there may be another one by the time this goes out. I'll go as far as to say there probably will be. But anyway, guys, I think we'll call that it for this episode. And I'll ask you to join me for the next one soon. Until then, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have us a magical time.